Alaska, a place known for its stunning and timeless beauty, pristine snow-capped mountains, exciting wildlife, and towering icebergs. Positive Spin visited Skagway, the city at the center of Alaska's early quest for fortune, the gold rush in the 1800s. This phenomenon rose simple people to such glorious status of power and wealth. Many tried to get a share, but only a few succeeded. It was a wild and notorious time with fortunes won and lost, giving birth to some notable names in history: Con Man, Soapy Smith, Builder, Captain Moore, and the provocative Diamond Lil, and the women of the Red Onion brothel.
But so the Moore family moved here to start their family. Captain William Moore was shown this valley by Skookum Jim Mason. If you remember, he was one of the original discoverers of gold. It's now called Mooresville. This 160 acres is going to be my town site. He got here in 1886, 10 years before the discovery of gold was made. And he spent those 10 years seasonally occupying the first permanent structure built in Skagway. He lived in that house off and on for about 10 years, cleared 8 acres of forest here in the valley, built a lumber mill, built a wharf, and figured he was set to charge people to use his dock, charge people to buy his land, charge people to buy his wood to build their house, and then charge a toll for them to access his valley into the interior.
The Red Onion remains a historical museum and a popular watering hole for anyone visiting Skagway. Let's go back in time and experience the interesting story of one of the ladies that stood out, Madam Diamond
Red
Lil.
Onion, all the way back in 2002. The real treasure lies up these stairs. Excellent. Are you my handsome caboose, sir? Now, this building was built in 1897. It officially became a saloon and brothel in 1898. Now, back in 1898, Skagway was home to 15,000 men and about 300 prostitutes. So I don't know about you ladies, but that math makes me a little bit tired. Now, if you're one of these 15,000 men, you would have come into the Red Onion. You probably would have walked up to the bar, ordered a shot of liquid courage, and then noticed a row of 10 rag dolls behind the bar. Now, these rag dolls represented the 10 living dolls upstairs by their hair color, their eye color, and the color of the dress that she may or may not have been wearing. So no doubt. Now, if you're one of those, if you're that lucky gent, you would climb up a ladder-like staircase, been greeted by a bouncer at the top. This bouncer would take you down a long hallway to the door of the woman of your choosing. You would knock on that door, and then the first rule of prostitution would come into play. Anyone know what that is? See, I knew we had some regulars. That's right, you gotta pay before you play. So you'd hand that woman $5 in either gold coins or gold nuggets. She'd put it somewhere safe. They'd have their 15 minutes of fun. Then that bouncer would come grab that gent by the arm, yank him out. As he was leaving, that woman would take that $5, put it in a money hole in the floor. Now, this money hole was connected to copper tubing. This tubing ran all the way down to a safety deposit box behind the bar. Now, this was important because the bartender would hear that gold clinkety-clank down that tubing, would listen to hear which lady was making so much noise, and then see which gent was coming down those stairs looking so satisfied. By our most famous madam, Diamond Lil Davenport. Now, Diamond Lil was quite a gal. Usually the madams took care of the business side of things, took care of the money and their girls. But Diamond Lil, on occasion, would service the men as well, but for a price. She charged $100 for 1 hour and $1,000 for an entire evening.
Oh my God.
Which even today is quite a lot of money. Now what would you get for all that money? Well, you would get all 6 feet of her.
6 feet.
She was said to be a ravishing beauty, an alabaster goddess. Some even said she had the bearing of a queen. It's because the madam took a 50% cut of what these girls were making. So these girls were charging $5 for 15 minutes. The madam took 50%, the balancer took 25%, leaving these girls with $1.25 for 15 minutes. Now, Diamond Lil did make the biggest mistake that you can make in prostitution. She fell in love to a man named Big Joe Hopkins. However, she did not check his references clearly enough because he was a notorious gambler. He gambled away every diamond she was worth. I know.
Crazy woman.
She was later found working at a bank in Seattle, scrubbing floors. She was spotted by a reporter. He went up to her and he said, Diamond Lil, what happened? She stood up. She said, honey, I might be on my knees, but at least this time it's in a respectable occupation. So she had a good sense of humor.